Here's the moon there, spinning around quite a bit faster than normal. I should point out that I'm clearly not on a spacecraft right now. I'm taking a look at Google Moon, which I recently discovered. I may be behind a few of you, but I didn't know this. But yeah, you can take a look at the moon. There it is, and you can zoom in. Take a look at stuff. It's pretty cool. I have noticed that they don't really point out, which is the dark side of the moon. And I guess that could be it there, that like dark patch. So yeah, you can take a look at, the Apollo 11, where that landed and such like, and you can also take a look at Mars. You can Google Mars, there it is, which is pretty amazing, considering, we haven't actually had any astronauts on Mars. And they've even got the face on Mars, which was made famous by the movie Mission to Mars, where, yeah, so here's the face there on Mars, covered up by some dark patch. Don't know why. Probably Illuminati concealing, various alien things. I don't know. Yeah, so I mean, if you've seen that movie, I don't know, you might have seen Mission to Mars. It's basically about a bunch of astronauts that go on a mission to Mars, and so yeah, I read in the newspaper, the British newspaper, The Sun, which is just basically it's a New World Order propaganda tool, much like most of the media. But there's a story in there called, and the story was titled Al-Qaeda, which is a pun on Al-Qaeda. And it's basically about a supposed Al-Qaeda terrorist suspect that was discovered at CERN, which is CERN, which is a Center for Nuclear Research, and it's like 300 feet below the Alps in Switzerland. And basically what they're doing there is smashing particles together to try and recreate the conditions like the Big Bang, when the universe was created. Because yes, Christians, it was actually created by a scientific event, not by a big guy in the sky with, big beard, gray beard and gray hair, in a white outfit, going, oh, I'm going to make Adam and now I'm going to make Eve, or, if you believe the gay theories, I'm going to make Adam and now I'm going to make Steve instead of Eve. Adam and Steve. Actually, I was, once again, I keep stumbling into gay bars, and you can take that as you will. I mean, some of you will probably suggest that I might be gay, but I know that I'm not. I'm comfortable with my sexuality. Okay, my wife left me, but that doesn't mean I'm gay. But yeah, I stumbled into another gay bar. And I didn't realize at the time it was a gay bar, because there were chicks in there, but not that many in hindsight, and most of them did have like short hair and big clothes. They were probably lesbians, but anyhow, I was in there, and I went into the bathroom to take a leak. And when I was taking a piss, I dropped a 2-pound coin, which is quite a large coin over here they use, and I dropped one down the toilet, and such is my situation at the moment that I had to retrieve the coin. So I didn't really enjoy the process of it, but so I was foraging around inside the toilet, you know, trying to get my 2-pound coin back. And a guy who was in the toilet, like, stood in the doorway behind me and was like, dude, no farming in here, mate. Yeah, mate, no, you know, no farming in here. And I was like, what? Farming? What are you talking about? You know, I'm just trying to get my money back from the toilet. And he said, no, I know what you're doing, buddy, and you're farming, and we don't tolerate that here. I was like, well, what the hell? What is farming? And so he explained it to me. And basically, farming is something that is practiced by the gay community. And what they do is they deliberately block up a toilet in a gay bar. So you know, I don't know, put a load of tissue paper down the toilet, and then they wait for a guy that, you know, they, you know, perhaps like the look of, you know, they really like the look of him. And so they wait for him to go in there and take a shit onto the, you know, the blocked toilet. So the guy takes a shit, and then they go in and they fish out the turd from the toilet, put it in like a, you know, plastic bag, whatever, and take it home. And when they get home, they like arrange it on a plinth or a table, something. And yeah, they basically worship this turd of the guy that they fancy. You know, like, so they, I don't know, put on his MySpace or his Facebook or whatever, and so, you know, they look at pictures of him and then look at the turd, pictures of him and then look at the turd, you know, back and forth. So, you know, they kind of become one with him and his feces. Yeah. So, yeah, I guess maybe, you know, what they might do after that is take his turd and put it in a condom and put it in a deep freeze for a while so it gets, you know, real hard inside the condom, and then take it out and fuck their own ass with his frozen shit. You know? You know, I've been thinking about going away somewhere and just completely falling apart. I feel I need to do that. I haven't really dealt with all the things that have happened to me in the last, you know, 10 months properly, and I could really do it just going away, you know, just growing every single hair on my body and just totally falling apart, you know, letting my fingernails grow, you know, to at least like 4 or 5 inches. You know, kind of like a, you know, like Tom Hanks in Castaway, you know, just go and cast myself away, I guess. Because, I don't know, it's a strange time for me now. Real strange time. It's getting colder here, and I just want to go home. But I can't. Stuck here. Stuck in the mud. And it is pretty muddy. My whole life is pretty muddy. You know, I feel like I'm in prison. Which I am. You know, the Illuminati create this prison for every person on the planet. And basically, you know, I mean, I can see the bars, but the majority of the people don't want, you know, I don't need to escape from a prison where they can't see the bars. I think David Icke said that. You know, I can't take that as my own. It's David Icke's. But why would you want to escape from a prison where you can't see the bars? Have a think about that while I go make some dinner.